touch of pepper, just to give it some flavor. And then I'm going to take a ladle, and I'm going to spoon some of the broth over top of the noodles. I just wanted enough so that it coats the bottom of my pan, but I don't want the noodles to actually be completely submerged in the actual liquid. So as you see, what happens is that when I add the hot liquid to it, the noodles actually start to fall even more and they'll tender up even more. So by having that hot broth, that's what ends up happening. So just a little more broth for this one. And my vegetables are almost ready to go. So once my vegetables are ready to go, I'm just going to take a simple spoon. And then I'll just spoon some of the vegetables right over top. They'll be nice and crisp, but this can be your first course, and it'll be healthy, it'll be quick. You got the carrots, you also have some broccoli, so great sources of vitamins coming right out of that stuff. So now that that's done, yeah, that's too much, just add a little bit more. Once you see it get smooth, it should be fine. So now what I want to do is actually top it off. So I can take some of my scallions and put on each one. I can take some of my crushed peanuts and I can add it to that also. And then once that's done, then I just want to take some lime and a little bit of cilantro and give it a nice squeeze right on top. But what you end up with is a colorful plate. You end up with a lot of different flavors going on, but everything should mesh well with our quick 30-minute meal. So we got 3 soups up here. How long did that take? 7 minutes? 8 minutes? All right, so we're not even finished yet. We still got 2 more components to go. So if anybody want to come up and grab some soup, don't run. This is over. So for my entree portion of my meal, I'm going to be doing a fried rice. So for the fried rice, I want to do the same thing. But here's some tricks that you want to know about making fried rice. 1, you need cold rice. So it's a great leftover dish. If you have rice the night before and you want to make fried rice, that's the best way to make it, because what you can do is take that cold leftover rice and then we add some oil to a pan. First thing I want to do, I have some finely chopped bell peppers. I have them in different colors. So I have red, I have yellow, and I also have some orange. It takes me a couple of minutes to cut these up, but I want them to go right into a nice hot pan. Then I have some red onion, and with my red onion, I'm just going to add enough. Then I have some green peas. They can be both frozen or fresh. We're always going to tell you to buy fresh items. And then I'm going to hit it again with a little bit of pepper. And once I get my pepper in the inside, I can do the same thing by sauteing it in the pan. And what it's doing is coating it, but it's also beginning to cook it. Same thing, I want to begin to add my rice. And as my rice goes in, I can just slightly pat it down. Once that's done, I just want to let the oil start to work with it. Now here's a good tip. If you want to start eating healthy, one good way to do it is to use a non-stick pan. A non-stick pan requires little to no oil to be able to cook your product. Versus in a stainless steel or aluminum pan, you need oil to get it to swim around. You don't need that in a non-stick pan, so it makes it a lot easier for you. So, I have my biscuits here, and we're going to begin to start working on our dessert. Wait. That's fine. So, for the dessert, what I'm going to do is take my biscuits that I work with,